All right, welcome back, everybody. This is C from Unhyped Sneaker Reviews, and I'm going to drop a review video here. It's a little abnormal for me, but I wanted to check these out. So what I have here, let me move these out of the way. My wonderful Victoria Beckham Club C's that I don't know if they meant to make them look risque, but when I look at them, that's what I see is kind of a risque. I don't know if that's what they're going for or that's just how my mind works. Anyway, move those to the side, and then I have this Adidas box, which you don't see very often here with me, but I'm going to put that to the side just for the hot moment here, and we're going to have a look at, yeah, you guessed it, it's a Reebok, and it is a Club C85. Now, the big difference with this Reebok Club C85 is that it is the vegan. Okay, so the product code is GX7563, and this is the Reebok Club C85 Vegan, and it's in the colorway of chalk, gable gray, and vector navy. So these retailed at $80. I think I got them for about 35% off of that. They came out early to mid 2022. And with the vegan, you guessed it, there is no animal byproducts or materials of any kind, even with the adhesive and the colors. Absolutely no animal products whatsoever, which is pretty cool. And I'm not, a huge advocate. I'm a caring person, but that's not something I try to show people that, I wear badges on me or anything. I go for what I like, and I like the colorway of these, and there's some differences to a regular Club C that caught my attention. And so normally I'll try to open and grab these when they are brand new, and that's how I bought them, was brand new. But being a totally different, potentially a totally different version of the Club C, I wanted to try them on, see how they fit before I came to you guys. So what I did find out is they fit true to size. Definitely don't need to. I'm an 11, and I wouldn't want to go any way with those other than stick with the 11. They fit and work really well. So you can tell the chalk is predominant. It's a minimalist type sneaker, what you come to expect, and I hope from Reebok with their Club C. So with that, there are a few differences. Let's go ahead and start right back here on the heel tab. This is one of the cooler features, and that's this debossed V right here, obviously for vegan. Now, I've seen different versions, almost exactly the same, except for they don't have the debossed V. Instead, it just says vegan, with the same type of printing that Reebok has, and it just says vegan. These, I think, are cooler. I like the debossing. I think that's a neat touch. Okay. I also read online that they were supposedly had some type of a liner that was also, centered or was created to feature the vegan. But as you see, I don't see anything on these that, makes me think, other than where it says vegan right there. There's nothing on the actual sock liner that I can see that is strays from just the norm. So on the branding window, it has that gable gray, and then with the Union Jack flag. These, it's almost, these two, they call them two-tone webbing. And, I always call this the piping, and so this is kind of more the same piping. But it's unique, whereas you don't, on a Revenge, they'll have the lines coming, as part of the design, the vector logo. With these, this is just, two connected piping lines, and it's almost a optical illusion. It's tough to tell if it's gray or blue or black and gray, but anyway, it is a navy shade and a gray shade with the chalk white surrounding. Only came with one set of laces, kind of an old school pair of laces, but they fit the shoe with that chalk pretty well. The tongue has the branding. Reebok Classic, doesn't mention vegan or anything. We have, looks like terry cloth on the back side of the tongue as well as on that sock liner. And we have some nylon that appears right here. Then let's see. Yeah, I do like these stripes. It makes for a cool effect, and like I said, I haven't really seen these on a different pair of Club C's, so that jumped out and was one of the main reasons that I grabbed them. And then, there's not too much else to talk about except for I wore them, half dozen times, and I really enjoyed them. They, they don't feel, when you touch them, it's definitely not like a supple leather, but it isn't a hard plasticky feel either. It's a synthetic leather, definitely, but it isn't a hard junky type. So they did a nice job with that. They first time putting them on, they fit well, they feel well. So they get my seal of approval with those. Oh, this obviously I put on the number 10, that's my number, thanks to Tim Hardaway back in the day. So that's my lucky number. And so a buddy made that with a 3D printer for me, and I put that on as a Dubray, I guess, of sorts. And it blends in so well. If you aren't looking for it, I don't suppose you'd really even notice or see it. So here's a look at everything going on with this. So if you, I have most of the people watching these videos aren't subscribed. So, if you're watching this, it doesn't take long. If you can give me a like and a subscribe, if you drop a question or a comment, that'd be great too. That'll keep me moving. And as you can see by now, I think if the pattern is set, I'm going to come out with basically the same type of information, each sneaker. I'm not coming with any nonsense. I'm going to come and give you the gist of unhyped sneakers, and that's where I'm at. And there's so many of us. We have a nice community going on Instagram with the unhyped sneaker, people that aren't just in a popularity contest for Jordan 1s or SBs. It's there's other sneakers out there, and there's some great ones out there. And so not everyone is a hype sheep. It's unfortunate that the hype sheep are push the media, and that's what is getting the news. So if you can show me some support, I can bring you more of this unhyped news that isn't really found anywhere else. So I'm going to wrap it up there with that, but I did want to throw this ball into your court. I picked this up. I believe this is from 2020. It's also, an iconic silhouette like the Reebok Club C85. This is a Stan Smith, and it's a vegan. I grabbed these a year and a half, 2 years ago because I got such a nice deal on them. I think I ended up getting like 80% off of what retail would have been, and I always have dug Stan Smiths. I wore these only a couple of times, but if you'd like a full review on those, let me know, and I can drop something like that for you. But other than that, I guess me and my lady friends here are going to leave you for the day, and everyone have a good one. Be safe, and we'll see you next time. See yous out.